Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marko and today we are continuing ReZero episode number 8. Last episode was insane. Natsuki Subaru, my man, is going through a lot right now. And I already thought that he was a good kid, but after seeing previous episode, he has a heart of gold, man. Even though he doesn't know what exactly happened and what is that stench of witch that people smell on him? There is so many questions that he needs answers to, but he still proceeds to commit suicide, which we saw he was struggling with at first, and not even knowing if another life, another respawn would be granted to him, he proceeds to do so while shouting that he loves you guys, meaning love Ram and everyone in that mansion. He grew fond of it, right? And everyone who was there. The beginning of the episode was very brutal, with Ram beating the shit out of Subaru and asking some questions. I started thinking that him being a spy, that it's more of a red herring, but Ram still asked the question, are you a spy from opposing faction, right? For the rival for the becoming leader of Logunica, but later on it got more personal, right? When Rem started speaking about her sister, and that even though there was that smell, like witch cult, she mentioned, is he a part of witch cult? And she sensed that smell on him, and something clearly happened regarding that witch cult to Ram in the past, and Ram is being protective of her sister, and she said that her sister is too kind, and that perhaps might be the reason why Ram killed Subaru there, right? Because Ram would probably continue to torture him. That goes very well with that line, my sister is way too kind. And if we take into consideration that she was teaching him how to read and write and everything, despite knowing that and sensing that he has that witch smell, it really goes to show you that Ram is indeed very kind. So that was really interesting. So about the curse, because Ram died, it seems like Subaru experienced that same curse on 2 occasions in mansion, right? But he was not the target. I don't know how that curse works, but thanks to Betty's protection, Subaru asked her for help. He was able to live through that night. But what happens then? Ram dies, and that's why I'm so worried that Ram's death is not important factor in order for Subaru to progress to the next checkpoint. That would be so freaking devastating, especially after last episode, bro. They were holding hand with Subaru while he was sleeping, so he learned that, and he was saying how he will decide how he's going to live his life, that he will try to make things better. And then Ram was saying, you don't know a thing about us, and Subaru was saying, yeah, that's right, but you don't know this. I love you guys. And that was really nice. It was a really nice, that whole ending sequence towards the end with the amazing OST playing. I really enjoyed that a lot, and I'm super excited to see what is Subaru planning. He will try to learn more about Ram and Rem, obviously, and try to gain their trust and find a way to continue living with everyone else, together with everyone else, without any casualties, if possible. I don't know if that witch scent has something to do with the shadowy hand that is preventing Subaru speaking about return by death, about his ability. My guess would be that there is 100% connection there, but it's still quite mysterious. And some of you guys in the comments said that there is a bunch of mysteries that author is planning to reveal very late into the story, so I guess we are going to be stuck for a while. But it's fun with shows like this to try and guess what is going to happen, but it's very hard because there is just so many things. I'm wondering about Reinhard and Felt and that whole situation. What are they up to? How will Subaru go about this? How will he gather information? I was trying to say how maybe in episode 1 it was actually the witch, the Satella, right? But that wouldn't make any sense considering Puck's reaction, saying you have a bad taste and whatnot, because it's kind of confusing. There is obviously a silver-haired girl similar to her, right? Because Emilia herself said, yeah, there is that girl and people are mistaking me for her and that's causing me nothing but trouble. Something along those lines. So a lots of interesting things, man, and there's stuff with Elsa. We don't even know who sent her because she was a quite skilled fighter, and without Reinhard it's really questionable if they would be able to pull it off, man. And there is someone above her who wanted to get their hands on that insignia, so there is a bunch of things. I'm ready for next episodes, guys. Without further ado, let's jump into episode number 8. Let's begin. Alright, everything is ready, let's begin. Yep, the hand again. So it worked, okay. There they are. And every time he needs to go through this, man. Yo. So it's true, it was definitely them. They're so cute when they're holding their hands like that. What the fuck? Oh. Oh my god. Yep. And they can probably feel the witch scent on him already right now. There is Emilia as well. Yeah, that's the worst part, man, because he is the only one who has memories. Oh. To work again! And he's good at everything right now. Yeah, that curse. Is there actual shaman or... Ha, there's Puck. As he is looking at her, she's communicating with the spirits. Isn't really a magic user. Okay, she has contract with Puck, she can talk to spirits, spirit arts. A gate. Throw mana in and expel it, okay? I'm actually glad we are learning this. I wanted to know their power magic system. Fire, water, wind and dirt. It's basically like chakra nature. What the hell? He's going over the classic stereotypes. Oh my god, Shadow! It would be usually very badass in other shows, but here I'm associating it with the fucking arm that's not allowing him to speak. Shadow and light. Just debuffs! Oh, that was so cool. Wow. Oh, I love this. Shamak. So he's capable of using this shadow type of magic.
シャマクだよ。なり強めじゃね。俺もそのシャマクって魔法使えるってことだよね。ま、修行次第だね。体験入学してみる？お願いします、師匠。
I like this. I like that he's actually learning about this.
魔法自体はスバルのから離れててね。
Jesus.
本当にありえないくらい失敗したとだけだよね、これ。口叩く余裕があるなら。
She already moved.
さ、イメージしてごらん。
Visualize the flow of mana through your body, okay? What the fuck? What are those sounds, Subaru? What the fuck, Subaru? The gate broke. Oh, he doesn't have a good control. Who would have thought? Freaking fuck. Ignore the user's will. Oh yeah, that can be dangerous. What did she give him? Something in like energy candy or something. Boko fruit. Okay. Single thank you, then a lot of sorries. She's so precious, man. That was interesting. Oh, that scene again. Let's see. Any difference? And she's listening. So your sister does not act rashly. Yeah, we don't know what the fuck that is, man. Of course, when you don't know something, come to Betty. I suppose. She can undo them. Well, that's freaking useful. The scent of the witch. Yeah, yeah. From the story. Yep, there we go. Satella, right? There we go. 6 witches who bore the names of deadly sins. Worst of the worst. Starved for love. Unable to destroy her flesh. Nothing but insane. Wow, yeah, he gained a whole different perspective after that explanation. Oh my god. Disciplined by the maid sisters. Oh my god, he's super energetic. For real. Yep. It's the same. Similar.
二人して夜更かしさんとかどうせ夜遅くまで好きで恥ずかしいんだけど私が好きなのはパックでパックが好きなのは私はいお話おしまい
The conversation's over. Just like that. Damn. Marko always keeps saying that Subaru is a nice guy, and he knows, he can sense it, right? Bro, that conversation with Betty, I will have to revisit that scene once this is over. Oh shit. He broke a vase with flowers. Ah, Puck can tell. Yep, this is not his true self, this overly energetic persona. He's trying to make sure that he wins over everyone. Remrin. True. Oh shit. But what if Ram actually doesn't know? Oh my god, I don't like this. Damn. I have a feeling that he screwed up there. He feels sick. Wait, has he been struck by a curse? Was that a smile? Yeah, it seems like she's smiling here. Wow. Yeah, look at... Can you hear the build-up? Yep, he's throwing up. But I don't think it's from curse. He's actually very anxious and he's overworking himself. She noticed his behavior, and thanks to Puck's explanation. The loot house. Yeah, just listen to her. Okay, so she's about to try and learn some info, but he cannot speak about return by death. Oh, oh my god, bro. Yo, that was his dream, man. Holy shit. Now looking up here, she's trying to comfort him. She knows that there is something up with him, but don't know exactly what. And he can't. This is all I can do. That's more than enough for him, it seems. He's definitely tired. Deeply troubled. It's been rough, hasn't it? She knows. And the memories are floating back. He's letting everything out, man. He's crying. He needs this. Cry it out, my man. Like, he died like fucking 7 times already. Holy shit, what a scene. He definitely needed this, man.
バル君は寝たいでしょ。今日はスバル君にこれ以上の仕事はできそうにありません。
Yeah, he's done for today. Yeah, exactly.
働き始めて2日で休んじゃうなんてすごく悪い子。元気になって。
Oh my god, I was not expecting that, man.
その気も失せますね。
Wow.
スバル君が今日は役立たずだと伝えておきます。
I mean, experiencing something that he's experiencing. Subaru is a good person. Emilia said that to her. That has to be impactful, man. Like, going through things that Subaru is going through and having nobody to talk to, and it's rough, man. We are tight, aren't we? Yeah. He made Beako a new nickname. I'm so glad, man.
気持ち悪いというより胸くそ悪いのよ。釣れないこと言うなよ、ベアコ。実は切羽詰まって八方塞がりだ。
Backed into a corner.
呪いの剣だ。発動した呪術は解除。術式に気づくことはできないが、発動する前の術式なら見つけることはできるのよ。呪いってどうやってかけるんだ。
I bet there is different versions, right? Wait. One rule that cannot be broken, and that is physical contact. Bro, don't tell me that I was right. I was just spitting some BS from my head last time. I mentioned maybe because Subaru and Rem went to get groceries, right? And he got bit by the dog and those kids jumped on him, that he got the curse there from dog bite. And now, because he was with Betty and Rem was probably the only one who went for groceries, that maybe dog bit her or something. Holy shit, it might actually be fucking true. Yeah. So don't go grocery shopping. That's huge, man. Oh my god. Oh, hell yeah. That's a huge lead, man. I'm a new me. The lap pillow, yep. It was indeed. It was quite helpful, man. Let's go. Yep. Yep, thank you. Stop saying sorry and say thank you instead. Oh my god. Love seasonings. Oh, a different day. Okay. She will listen to her sister. Wait. She wants to go with him this time. I cried my lungs out and stopped crying. Wow. Finally, a happy ending to an episode, bro. This episode was amazing, just like all the previous ones, man. I need to revisit the scene with Puck explaining the magic, right? And conversation between Subaru and Betty, and them talking about Witch Satella, right? Alright guys, that was my reaction to episode number 8. Actually, really nice episode, and I like how it ended. First of all, I have to say, Rem and Ram roasting Subaru is some of my favorite roastings I've ever witnessed, man. It's better than any stand-up comedy bullshit, bro. The way they're roasting him, especially later with the lap pillow, right? And they kept their poker faces, man. It's something so charming. I really like that gag a lot. So yeah, we have magic and spirit arts. Magic users are using their own mana through the gate from their bodies, while spirit art users are using mana from atmosphere, just like Emilia. So can we assume that Reinhardt is also a spirit arts user, because when he was doing that crazy move, he supposedly took all of the mana from atmosphere. So I guess that falls into spirit art category, right? And I like how Pak explained to us, because I really wanted to learn about this, that there is a gate, that everyone has it, and that there are 4 attributes, of course: fire, water, earth, and wind. And there is also additional 2 being shadow and light. Subaru has shadow. At first I thought it might be because of the literally shadowy arm that he has in his body, but I guess not, because it's well known, right? There probably has to be someone else with the shadow attribute. That would be my guess. But yeah, shadow attribute is good for, like, as Subaru said, debuffs, blinding someone, slowing someone down and stuff like that. And Pak used Shamak to blind Subaru, so that's why he almost went inside that little river. And when he tried to expel his own mana through the gate, it went out of control. The large amount of his mana went outside, and it created this like black shadowy cloud, right? And that's why Emilia ran away. She knew that this was about to happen. That was pretty funny. So him having the shadow attribute is not necessarily connected to that shadow arm that he has inside of him, right? I would rather say that that might be connected to which scent that he has on him. And that's a whole different story, man. Basically, Betty described Emilia as she was describing Satella. They're both half-elf, you don't know their age, both have silver hair. And Betty said that Satella ate 6 other witches bearing deadly sins names, right? 6, and because 7th one is most likely Satella. Now the logical conclusion would be that 7 deadly sins, and one of those is jealousy, that it's Satella, the jealous witch, right? So she ate the other 6 deadly sins, which is interesting. And Dragon, a hero, and a sage sealed her, like her power or whatever, but they cannot destroy her flesh. It's basically indestructible. A lot of interesting info, man, but it's so confusing, man. I don't really know. Is there a possibility that because in episode number 1 Subaru saw those like fragments of the future, what was going to happen? What if we have like this whole game-like setting, but we actually do have time traveling as well? Like, what if Emilia actually turns out to be Satella, like in the future or something? I don't really know, man, and that something happened and that Subaru was sent back in time and that his memories got wiped or whatever, and that's why he has the scent of a witch, bro. It's a really, really good mystery, man. They're doing fantastic job, bro. And it seems like we have levels. Like the first level was the loot house, right? And the second level is Roswell's mansion. So what will be the third level, man? I'm getting ahead of myself. We still did not finish the job with Roswell mansion. I wonder how will things play out if nobody lays a curse on anyone. What happens after that? Finally, the episode ended on a positive note, and with Ram saying to Subaru, we are going to have flowers on both arms, and he says, I hope one of them is not poisonous. That was also great, but yeah, it seems like once he learned about Satella, he gained a whole new perspective on why would someone present themselves as Satella. And I guess it's like Emilia's way of keeping Subaru away, protecting him, because you saw how everyone reacts to name Satella, right? But Subaru obviously being totally oblivious to this world and what's going on, that didn't mean jack shit to him, so he still sticked around. I really like that as well. Also, the conversation between Ram and Roswell was a little bit different, and Rem was listening. We didn't see Rem listening when they had that conversation the first time. And the scene with Vase was sassy because Subaru did not let Rem finish whatever the heck she was about to say regarding how he knew where the vases are, right? So I really hope that that isn't something that is going to stop him in his new attempt to save everyone. And finally we reach the scene where Subaru places his head on Emilia's lap. Thanks to Pak, who said that his feelings, Subaru's feelings, are very mixed, and what you see outside is not necessarily how he feels inside, and that everything is mixed up. Obviously, he died freaking 7 times. I will try to keep up with his death count because there has to be more deaths in the future. Surely there won't be any more deaths, right guys? Right? There is no way, man. And with each new level, it will probably be tougher and tougher, just like in a real video game, and he will probably have to die more and more as he progresses forward. But yeah, him breaking down and crying and confessing to Emilia was precious, man. He needed to get that off his chest. I was saying how if a person is so troubled and he don't have anyone to speak to, it can only lead to even worse things, man, and depression and insanity and all that shit that nobody wants to deal with, right? It's really important if you have problems to confess to someone. It's literally liberating. It's like the stone is falling off your heart, man. And I'm so happy that Subaru had that moment with Emilia. And bear in mind that Emilia doesn't really know Subaru that much, that well, like he knows her. It was his second day only, but she could tell how troubled he was and that something was up clearly. So that was a really precious scene, especially when Rem came in and she talked to Emilia about Subaru, and I hope that line, Subaru is a good guy, to Rem, that it would mean something. Like if Rem tries to do something and in a crucial moment she remembers those words and decides to change her mind or something like that. We will see. Another great episode. I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff as always. Check out my Patreon page if you want to see full and early reactions. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya, guys.